You know, Marshall, we've had a lot of conversations building up offline, right? But the one thing I've never really asked you is when the idea first came to mind. Like, what was that impetus that sparked you saying, "Look, we got to do this"?
The impetus for me, actually, I like to do big things.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I like to be the first.
Mm,
But George is one, the fastest growing city
mm,
in South Africa.
yeah.
It's the second largest city in Western Cape,
Mm,
and we have never had a TEDx before. So I actually wanted to do
mm,
TEDx Garden Route
mm,
because I
mm,
didn't know that there was any, and I wanted to move around across the garden route.
yeah.
But the TED people told me no, so I did George
Mm,
because we had to. Um, but I was telling you earlier today,
mm,
I think ultimately the impetus for me is the fact that it gives everybody a
mm,
voice.
mm,
People who have never had the
mm,
opportunity to be
mm,
international,
mm,
people who've not had the opportunity to even say their idea.
yeah.
It allows you to bring and bubble up these hidden figures.
And kind of bring them to the top, like,
Yeah,
because there was also something you said about the equalizing of it, right? You have everyone,
it's
no
equalizer.
matter what social class, in that
Exactly.
space having a conversation.
Yeah, it's an equalizer
Mm,
because ideas don't mean there's no social economic benefit to an idea.
mm,
You could be a CEO
mm,
and have an idea. You could be someone who
mm,
sweeps the floor
and
for a
have an
living and
idea.
have an idea
Mm,
how to do it better.
and that's what
I
matters.
mean, we've heard ideas from how to look good in pictures to
Mm,
how to do better in school
mm,
to how to sleep.
mm. It's all the same.
It's all the same. It doesn't matter. So TEDx, the thing that I want people to leave with
Mm,
TEDx is knowing that one, if you have a great idea, you could be a part of it. Two,
mm,
there's no elitism here.
Everyone's,
This is
yeah,
not about the good old boys
yeah,
getting yet another
platform.
opportunity to talk. It's
Yeah.
about the people who have never been heard,
Mm,
the people who have amazing ideas,
mm.
getting the opportunity.
And then the brave ones, that theme, right? So I remember when you first said that, it made sense. But again, it's like there was probably a background to why that particular theme, why the brave ones, and what does bravery mean to you specifically?
I was looking at the textbook definition of bravery,
Mm,
and there's actually two sides to bravery.
mm,
Side one is a person who is brave. It's an adjective.
mm,
So you are brave, like a soldier is brave. There's like a
mm,
almost an expectation of being brave.
The spear and the sword, yeah, there's
Yeah,
that.
no, like you are like that. You're
Mm,
defined as being
mm,
brave.
mm,
And then the second definition is one who does bravery or a brave act.
okay.
So bravery means in the face of difficulty, you
Mm,
show no fear.
mm, mm.
So you can do that by position or by action,
By action. Wow.
and both on both sides of that.
Mm,
And the same thing is here is that when a person makes a bold step,
yeah.
they make a brave step because you could be criticized, you could be
It could not
canceled,
work. It could not
it could
work.
not work,
Exactly.
you could give
Mm.
up, you could run out of money, you could do all kinds of
There's a
stuff,
lot of
right?
things, yeah.
That's bravery. That's
Mm,
so you have to kind of overcome your fear and just do it.
mm,
And there's a certain movie that I don't like.
okay.
I won't name the movie, but I love their definition of fear.
Mm,
It said fear doesn't exist.
mm,
Fear, you create fear, and it may never come to pass. But because you have
mm.
conjured up this reality
Now
that
it's a
may
thing.
never exist,
Mm,
it paralyzes you.
mm,
But bravery is the opposite. Is that
mm.
bravery says, despite this conjuring up
I'm
of
gonna
this thing
go.
I may have,
Mm,
I'm going to do it anyway.
mm.
So yeah, I might run out of money.
But it's
I've
okay.
thought
Like,
about that. It may happen.
Mm,
It could.
mm,
One could say it's probably going to happen,
mm.
but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway.
And go for it. Exactly. And then, a key thing is outside of just the speakers on the day, there's the experience, right? And it's been very important, in the meetings that we're having, that the experience of TED beyond just the speakers on stage is very important. So talk to us about what does the 5th of October look like? What's that experience going to be like?
So the goal really is for people to really engage with
Mm,
all of George. So the purpose of TEDx is a
mm.
community-driven event at
Yeah,
the end of the day.
yeah.
So it's very grassroots, and it's meant to really for everybody to engage.
Mm,
So we've invited car dealerships, we've invited skills institutions, we've
mm,
invited various vendors and things
mm,
to come and just engage with the people who are participating. So it's going to be we have science,
mm,
technology, engineering, mathematics for the kids,
mm.
which I'm excited about
Yeah,
because there is STEM, but you find STEM isolated to certain schools.
yeah. Has to
Uh,
have to open it up. Yeah,
exactly. So you
yeah.
find that happening. We find that we are engaging with again cross
Mm,
latitude. It doesn't
mm,
matter what ticket you have, you can
mm.
engage with our TEDx experience.
Okay.
So you might be a 250,
Yeah.
you might be a 1,500. I don't know.
And you
You
still.
might be, but you get to interact with some great brands
Mm,
that are based here in Georgia.
yeah.
And you could ask them questions. You could probe them, and they're going to ask you questions.
Okay.
So it's meant to encourage, spark more conversation,
Mm,
allow you to engage
mm,
um, in deeper thought, ideation.
yeah.
So you should walk away like really
Feeling
enriched,
sparked. Yeah.
yeah, and sparked. Yes.
Mm. And so, a key thing too, Marshall, like in our conversation is like the speakers, right? And you touched on it earlier, but I want us to go deeper into that. That it's not the, forever recognized person or very rich or whatever the case is, that there was a particular criteria you had in your mind. Talk to us about what that was.
The criteria really was people who were really doing something that was just never heard of in George.
Mm, mm,
The people who are doing unique things, people who, not necessarily even the unsung heroes,
mm,
but it's really just the people who are hidden, those gems in George.
mm.
Um, those ones who have done something that's out there,
Yeah.
different, bold, courageous,
Brave.
brave,
Brave.
essentially,
Yeah.
right? Um, and those people who are really trying to change
Mm,
the status quo. That's where those change makers,
mm.
those people that are really, really pushing those envelopes and really want to do something unique rather than just getting a job, getting married, having kids, dying.
Yeah.
Those people like
Yeah.
me who are crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Because like those are the people who make the difference.
Those are
Those are
people
your
who change the
innovators.
world. Yeah.
Those are the people, that small sliver. Those are your people who change
Mm,
the world. Those are the people who change the status quo.
mm. So
Yeah.
if I'm a everyday person, I live in George and I see this, why should I attend TEDx, So why is that an experience that I should want to be part of?
Um, just for that reason, that
Mm,
to spark conversation.
yeah,
I think an average person needs to. So the deal is, we always get the question, "What is TED? What is TEDx?"
exactly. Yeah.
Um, I would say just come
Discover.
and discover
Mm,
it. Go on YouTube, watch a couple of TEDx.
mm.
I have a favorite one. Mine is Grit.
Yeah, I was also gonna ask you,
Angela
like, yeah,
Duckworth. It's a
yeah,
great
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I discovered another good one regarding choking.
Mm, okay.
So the question
Mm,
is, why do professional athletes choke
okay.
at the moment of greatness? So like why
Wow.
why when you go
Wow.
before people to speak, you choke?
Mm.
Why when you're about to kick that field goal or
There's
that
like
go for that
there's
try,
that thing.
you choke? It's a great talk. It's
Okay.
basically people get into their mind.
Mm,
They don't
mm,
they're no longer them. They're going more technical. So when you go technical, you think about how, if I'm playing basketball or something like that, how am I gripping? Do I have my arms tucked in? Am I finger spread? Am I flicking that wrist to get that
Yeah,
spin?
exactly.
You're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it.
Because you're too much
That's
in
too
your
much
mind.
thinking.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
much thinking.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just go do watch a couple YouTube videos, um, and then come. Be curious. Be open.
And then, of course, with tickets, people can buy those online on our website. So
Yep.
everything is there.
TEDxGeorge.com.
That's where it
Tickets
is.
on sale now. Buy it now.
And it's limited. I think
It's limited. This is cozy.
Yeah, it's gonna
Be
be.
cozy. So buy it before somebody buys your seat,
Yeah.
because it's going to be gone soon.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, we'll be there.